Twilight is player 1, and Sice player 2. This is losers quarters time.
So, if Twilight does win this and Jeff wins this, then we're gonna see another rematch between Twilight and Jeff.
I mean, hey, it's possible. Jeff has to go against Chavo, which he wasn't doing that bad against yesterday. That being said, because Chavo is in the loose side of bracket, I think he'll still stick with the stripe. I think he's been looking really good.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it goes bad game 1. If he's like, no, and goes Finn. Well, we'll see.
The thing
I
is
forgot to
though,
switch your name
like,
before.
whatchamacallit? Shaggy versus the stripe. I don't know. You know, may not be the best lineup.
Yeah, that's so far they're 0 for 2 tonight. Shaggy into stripe. I mean, oh, hey, thank you, Nosy Boy, for the tier 1 sub. Greatly appreciate you. Big shout out, of course, to Nosy Boy, who does incredible render work and such. We'll talk about that later. We got game number 1 here, Sice versus Twilight. Losers quarters time. It's all best of 3 territory. We have yet another stripe.
Let's see this. A Harley.
So, I mean, Twilight has pretty much committed to switching over to Harley since he was playing not Arya.
I thought it was
Bugs.
Arya,
It was
right?
Bugs originally.
Oh, really?
And after realizing, like, the Harley just kind of fit more, which doesn't surprise me because Twilight plays trap-heavy base-style characters. So Harley just kind of fit that category for them very well. Meanwhile, Sice, though, he's a rush-down player through and through. Even with Gizmo, not Stripe, I'm talking specifically about Gizmo because he does have one. He also plays Gizmo very rush-down heavy, too.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not surprised that his Stripe is also one of the characters he's feeling very comfortable with.
No, honestly, like, this lineup is looking good, bro. Like, I think about it. Harley got range on the hammer. She does have 2 projectiles. Kind of 2 projectiles.
Yep.
And it's like, I think this is going to be a good battle, in all honesty.
I think that it's like, I mean, this happened before with the Jake from Daquan, is that Harley has only gotten better as other characters have been getting worse because it allows for her to, never mind, she got shot. She got shot. Girl down.
It happens, it happens.
But that's the, like you said, that's that target debuff, and where Harley, she's gonna die early.
She's a light character too, right?
Skeet shooting. Oh no, not the. Oh man, what's the name of that vice president? Not the Cheney, bro. Not the Cheney. I'm about to start calling that neutral B the Dick Cheney, bro. No.
I feel like, did you see that? If you attach Harley's neutral B to yourself, you like can't get knocked out. It'll bounce back to stage.
Yeah, it guarantees that you don't get spiked. The vice president, all right, that's what we're going to call it. But that up special does get the knockout there. And I think that it wouldn't hurt for Twilight to actually go for that more often because most of the reasons why Twilight lost to Jeff were getting spiked. And Sice can go for guns down below. I do like how Twilight's constantly trying to read jumps out of people, though. Like, he goes for, they go for 1 hit or 2, and they go for up special after to cover those jumps. And with that in the way, what's Sice gonna do? He's got to throw something at it.
As you can see, he's playing with the little boom box over there. But obviously,
The
he can't
confetti
throw
box?
some- Yeah. He had like his ground at the time, and he was throwing the little teddy bears at him. So this is why I feel like Harley versus the Stripe is such a good matchup.
Yeah, I think that just people, as we learn how to deal with Stripe, it's basically be a lot of passive play. And giving him respect. And anybody who has good mobility to play around the saw blades is going to do well. And I feel like Twilight has a bit of that going for him with this Harley right now. But also, Twilight's been taking a lot more damage over time because I think Sice has kind of figured out how to get the approach. That chainsaw won't be enough. That just missed, though. I think he said Harley caca. I love it. Well,
The
right.
voice lines, yeah, they're definitely something else in this game.
A lot of character to
There we
everyone
go.
because
2
of the
upbeats to take it out, yeah.
It's so good. Special just covers so much range. Getting over there, applying that,
Little
blow it up
infinite
off yourself.
combo, getting 40% off of that.
That's the
50.
longest combo streak. Oh yeah, that's guaranteed. Yep.
Wow.
Got caught once. GG's. Side air will send you packing, and now we have 2 stocks apiece here.
I do want to see more the neutral attack on the ground from Twilight more, especially when he jumps in and does the 2 forward air kicks into the whole neutral attack. Because that
hammer?
right there, it goes. Exactly what I was talking about.
I actually kind of like it too because Stripe doesn't have the best like vertical range. He's mostly horizontal. So when you send him low with that hammer, it guarantees you can set up for a dare. And he is beating Sice with these siders way more. And once again, everybody's been jumping in that spot, and he almost catches him. So close, he gets him with the up air after anyways.
Nice.
And Twilight, once again, you know, kind of a slow starter
Yeah.
for the most part. Usually takes a bit to get used to the, who he's fighting or who they're fighting. But after a amount of time, they just build up. Like you can see the adjustments always clicking in their head, and I'm always impressed to see the way Twilight adjusts.
Yeah,
I wish
was about
we
to say
could
that,
have
yeah.
them like every single week, but they have to alternate on their weekly
Yeah.
schedule, so it's unfortunate. But
I'm very proud of how Twilight performed in that battle.
yeah,
I
and,
think Harley's the one, like, to go against Stripe.
I mean, so far looking pretty good.
It looking nice.
Is it gonna be enough though? Is it gonna be enough?
Maybe. If he
Sice-
goes against Chavo, we'll see.
We'll see for sure. I think that'll be a big test. And right now, we're going to run it. This has been a common counter pick. I've seen so many of the Stripes counter picking here to triplats. I think a big part of it is using the saw blades on those platforms.
Yeah.
It's been,
Oh, wow. Yeah. I
Like-
didn't even think of that.
yeah, that's been a majority of what they've gone for. But Twilight's combo game has been amping back up. And Twilight has been chasing people on their dodges way more now. I feel like the start was a bit slow today. But as the night has progressed, Twilight has definitely been waking up a lot more.
Yeah. The chainsaws on these, yeah. The stages, now that I fully see it. Look at that.
Yeah, right there. That cuts off half the stage, or not, well, not half, a quarter of the stage that you pretty much can't have access to because you don't really
Yeah.
want to go try to box them over there.
You don't want to be over there. Especially throwing it above them if they're under the platform too, bro. Like, they got nowhere to go.
Yeah, it is so much room that gets covered. But Twilight's been finding ways to get in regardless, given that respect at a chainsaw, of course. It's very similar to, like, Shaggy's sidekick in a way. So you just got to give it respect. Like, don't try to challenge it. It's not worth it.
Yeah. That's something I need to tell myself like 100 times.
You want to because you see the startup go slow. It's like, ooh, I can hit that. And
Yeah,
then you get
exactly.
hit. Like, damn, I'm stupid. Like,
That's actually so, like, accurate.
I feel that. It happens to a lot of people, but you learn over time. The Nairs are finding their mark, though. Oh, whoa, I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot. So, like, the sides of the walls stop projectiles. I
Oh,
forgot
yes. The
that'll
little
bounce
platforms,
it
yeah.
down. All right, this is Dare
Playing
right.
it safe right here. I can see.
I actually like that because if you get hit by, well, they're prime example. If you get hit by that by accident trying to edge guard, then you're just going to lose your stock anyways. So you try to give them that respect, but didn't matter. Twilight found it anyways.
I do want to see what you were talking about, like when, for example, like how the Harley was at the edge. I do want to see the Stripe throw the chainsaw,
Yeah,
so
throw
it can
the
make
saw
them jump
blade
off.
down.
Yes, I
You're-
can't wait to see that.
Only like 2 people tonight have done it. But granted, again, the bears repeating that this is day 0. Like literal launch day of Stripe.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
You just got born, you know. Like, we gotta give it some time, and eventually we'll learn everything.
had them snacks ready to go. Decider did end up finding the mark. And because you have so many saw blades, and even though you don't normally want to use the bullets when it's not a target debuff, you can break those confetti boxes within range too if you space it right. So there's a lot of counterplay to the confetti box at least. I think it's just the range of Harley's normals that have been throwing Sice off.
Something that I haven't seen by any of the Stripe players, I was testing them at home and online, and you know how, similar to Morty, you know how he does the forward air to down air to forward air? It's the kind of the same thing with Stripe. I was testing it, and it worked out majority of the time, but it's just dependent on the percentage-wise.
I think it's just one of those things like where because it's too early, people haven't labbed that type of stuff out.
Yeah.
So it's not like it just neutral game wise. Like Stripe wins neutral most of the time by existing with the side air and the saw blades, but I feel like Twilight's the first one tonight I've seen who has been answering it by being patient. Like I think everybody's been trying to rush in too much,
Yeah.
and Twilight is being the most passive, and it's been working the best.
I think, yeah, I fully agree with that, bro. Like, it's like, especially going, look at that, the upbeat taking that.
Yep.
But it's like going against Stripe. I would think the same thing. I would think,
Yep.
oh, let me just get aggressive because he's just such a, like,
And that was really good
definitive
counterplay, by the way, off of that other up B or the other up special, because that's similar to Batman throwing the battering down, that's similar to Rain Dogs throwing the projectiles down, and that's what Twilight fights all the time between all of us. So, like, very good understanding that you can beat out that buzzsaw, but the up air into the guns actually leading to the stock as well. So last stock here, once again, and you know, Twilight last time was the one that brought it back. Can it be Sice this time to bring it back? I feel like it's not that bad because Harley's super light.
yeah.
So,
And he's been getting a lot of good hits on her, too.
yeah.
I got faith.
I mean, look, last time I mentioned this, Jeff brought it back. And so far, I've seen Sice get 40 damage uncontested until that up special. So he's slowly bringing it back.
Look, see all these hits he's hitting on him? I like how he's playing right now. He's like hitting, going back, and going back in, and going back in.
And this is
look at the. Oh my gosh,
this is exactly what Twilight was doing to Sice a little while ago, and now Sice has answered back, but dodging directly in front of that side air. Here comes the neutral attack, trying to catch him with the up special. Won't be enough yet. Goes off to the left-hand side, avoids the nair. This is very scary territory for Sice to try and keep himself in this bracket. This will be the end of his run tonight if he gets hit and buy another one of those.
Right now, I feel like Sice gotta like do everything he can just to like take control of the stage so he can back up and reground his base.
Oh, that was so
my
good.
gosh.
Did jab one into the up special to read the jump again, but now for Twilight, it's like, okay, I'm gonna continue to throw out these nairs. Gonna try and hit the reverse hit. Up special's gonna take it, and that's gonna take it out, and this one's gonna go up. But man, that was extremely hard fought, and that was easily the best counterplay so far I've seen.
Yeah.
Like, or best approach that I've seen to Stripe tonight.
Bro, very, very proud and impressed by